right, people, we are back in it. About 9:14 in the morning, my time. What are we even doing here? As my favorite fish video maker would say. Shout out to Matthew Carlson, Sardine King. Anyway, so I think off video, I was working on the equipment menu. Kind of sketch this out. It's this whole thing here, this little blob of 3 windows. So we have the menu here with the buttons. So when we focus on this, it just goes to the top. On the right, we're going to have equipable items. So this will show up after we select, or maybe it'll just update as we go through these. I'm undecided. Making games, it's always iterative, right? We're always like incrementally trying different things and seeing what works. So we'll figure that out. And then down here, for now, we're only checking if offense or defense is changing. If we follow how Earthbound did it, weapon primarily affects offense. All the other equipment affects defense and sometimes other stats. Like I think the body equipment also affects your speed. So we'll take a look at that, and then additionally, I think other affects your elemental resistances. So that's something to keep in mind. But we will figure that out as we go along. And of course, we don't have to, just checking my levels. We don't have to exactly follow what any particular game or games did. We're just using that as a baseline. Because frankly, I mean, I was having trouble just coming up with a layout for this, and so I figured let's do Earthbound, and I love Earthbound. It's great. But before I jump into the actual work here, just a reminder that this is not a tutorial. I'm not covering every single thing. I won't be explaining everything. There will be gaps in the video series. So if you're trying to follow along, and like recreate what I'm doing, that's fine. But just keep in mind that you might have to fill in some of the blanks. I'm always happy to help you, but within reason. There's only so much I can do. It starts to get really difficult to help you debug when you don't have the full picture in the videos. So hopefully it's entertaining or you can learn a little bit, but just don't expect it to kind of walk you through every single thing. Okay, so I always like to start off with running the game. Anytime I'm coming back to the project, especially after an overnight of rest or something, I like to get back in it and just kind of see where I left off. Make sure everything still works. Yesterday I spent a lot of time on the status menu. That looks pretty good. Although it's not really a menu. But it looks like it's loading things so we can cycle through the players. You can see their cards move up to indicate which one is active. And we also see all their stats showing. For now, I'm basically just randomizing the stats based on their level. Equipment, do the same thing. Now, man, I'm going to take a second and work on this cough. Well, you can see that the items menu here, it's not loading the equipment. But basically, when we select that, we want to go to that menu. That's already working, which is really nice. The scrolling is not working because I forgot to toggle follow focus, so I'll fix that. Let's go to... Why is it not following? So we have items. I'm in the wrong window. Go here. There we go. That should update right away. Yeah, so it's following. It's nice that the menus work, but we just need this right menu to update properly. We also need to update our stats. I remember leaving a note for future me right here that I'm going to switch to having character specific inventories instead of one global one. That's going to result in some modifications to our battle actor. Also made the equipment class off video. We're welcome to copy that and then try and recreate what I'm doing there. Let's see. Basically, maybe I'll just walk through it a bit. We have, when we init, we just resize it to however many slots we have. Slots is dictated by the item that's equipable. And we fill it with null values. Null just means empty. Then down here, when we equip an item, we do like a little swap. So we get the slot that it's in. We get the previously equipped item. That could be null or it could be an item. Then we put the new item in the slot and we return the previously equipped. And then we can use that to throw it into the inventory in Battle Actor. I'll show you equip. This is all equip does right now. I think I'll have the Battle Actor handle that. So now we'll do like since that returns the item. And then we also want to do that. Although I don't think we're going to need to. We'll leave that for now. The main thing is that we need to send this back to the inventory. So it'll be like and then this already checks if it's a valid item. So it won't do anything if the item's invalid, which is nice. We'll probably, I guess we don't have to do an inventory size check, like if there's space, because if we're always equipping from the inventory, right, inherently we're taking an item from that, so there's always going to be an open spot. So I'm okay with that for now. Inventory new looks fine. Maybe just so you see, I think I can do like killing herb. Let's see what that looks like. And so I'm getting rid of this global inventory. I'm just going to delete that. And we're going to get probably some errors elsewhere if I look up like data.inventory. Excuse me. So I think we'll probably always start at the front player for now. So you can see we have quite a few calls where we're using this old one. I think up here with party, we're going to do one player. Oh, yeah. No, we don't need that function because we can do it like this. Data inventory. Yeah, we're gonna have to modify that. A little tricky. It's in the field GUI. I don't think I need that. Oh, keep my watch off. We don't need it. So we don't have a max size in here yet. I do add my clean that up. Let's be that. We'll do that. Do we really need to return the item? I'm gonna try getting rid of that. don't see it anywhere. Yeah, we're not even using that function. So I think, yeah, let's get rid of these returns. Just don't think that's useful. If anything, I might return a Boolean now that we're doing a size check. Space. I have room. Nah. We call it filled. It'll be I guess it would never be greater than, but I like has space. Yeah, we have to go replace these. That's where we need it. So that's fine. What am I calling that? This is wrong. See, they need the player index here. A little tricky. I don't think it's a problem in battle to have their own. Menus has it? I guess that's fine. Let's make sure we don't duplicate that in data then. I think I already got rid of it. Okay, so if menus handles that, we can just pull that from anywhere we're calling data.inventory. That's kind of sloppy. We'll try that. Let me copy it with everything. Make a note. Oh, I made that. Cool. This is not right anymore. Now we can do that. Although we need to be able to pull the owner from that. So let's really do it both places in case. Then we can take that wherever I just was. You know, instead of the name, actually, it's only ever going to be a battle actor. rid of that. Let's clean that up. That's all right. What's wrong with globals? What broke? Did I break something? Okay, return items. Functions. Looks like our add item broke, perhaps. Yeah, something's not working there. Space. Where am I adding that item? Um, add by item. Okay. Man, I call that a lot. So I don't know if that's going to break something. Why that not? Why is it not showing up? Really, we just changed the add. I don't know. How did that work? Dude, what? I really don't understand that find and replace sometimes. Not terrible. My inventory break. I have to save it. Yeah, so it's getting one object. I don't know why we're. That's why. I could do. No, I'm gonna let data handle that. That's fine. Beautiful. And then, like, say I use that. I don't know why this is disappearing. I'll have to fix that. You can see it updates, and then if I cycle through, okay, we're not updating the inventory yet. We're not cycling that when we cycle. through. So there are a few things, but I will be right back. I have to check my phone. So I will be right back. Okay. So there are a few issues. We close. We're not working on this at the moment. So for one, this is clearing when we don't want it to, and that's why I don't want that. So that should keep that. Secondly, we need the items to update when player index updates. So that's pretty straightforward. We just update the we connect to this. Also, what script am I in? I was in the wrong script there. We call super. We want to do our connections here. And then we just have to update the inventory. Oh, now we have multiple. We're gonna have to disconnect. We have to do like a little swap here. It'll pretty much be like do I not have a way to get current inventory? I don't really care. So up here we check if not inv. So I don't like inv. Let's do that. Target. We'll call it target. I like that. Whoops. I don't really like that either. Let's do my old go-to. No. Sorry, I think naming is really important. So if not target inventory, we return if it's invalid. Then we need to check here if inventory equals okay, then down here we'll check if inventory we need to do disconnect. How's this work? Let's see. Sorry, that's wrong. That looks pretty good. Update items. So now we can retest that. I'm going to use that. You can see it doesn't clear. We use it, it updates. Now I'm going to cycle through and we have different inventories. I can use another one. Oh, that's not working. Where'd it go? Okay, it doesn't, we have to like re-grab focus when we update the inventory. I got, maybe it's an issue with this. I don't know why it would though. Let's see who's using that. It's probably, what, up here? It wouldn't be used all the way up here, would it? Try a little hotfix here. I just really don't know why that would mess up our focus. So we're going to try this. I'll see what something else is happening when I cycle that. No, I can pick it. But if, okay, it works there. So we use the item. I'm going to cycle through. It's working. Cycle through. Okay, now that's not working. Interesting. We have to re-update the we have to re-grab focus. Let me update that thing. Update. Who is using that? That's what I want to know. Like we're passing that up. I don't know if that signal's being used. We can take a look at submenu window and see if this is getting. Yeah, I don't think that's getting called. Let's try and just handle it in here. Or I should say it's being called, obviously. I mean, it's being emitted. Just don't know if it's actually being picked up by anyone, if anyone's listening for it. I would guess not, because it's only, I think, mainly used in here. But when we update items, we want to check if button or if has focus, and then we want to button focused emit get. So that should update everything, like in terms of the valid item in the submenu window. So like, say I use that, now we're on an invalid item, right? So now I cycle through, it's not updating though. Try this. That's not right. Let me use that. Still not working. See? So I don't think I need this debug printout anymore. I'll just reload so I don't get all that clutter. So that's failing, which means our that's why. It's button focus. Or if menu is focused, I think we can use that. For real? I thought. Oh, it's only in there. I don't want to mess too much with this. Let's try this. We have to get that twice, but it's not a big deal. I think this is cleaner. And then in here, we can use that. Boom. That's what we want. Okay. So we have items, we have separate inventories rocking. Equipment show. We're not updating equipment, and that inventory I think is also. Let's see if that one's updating correctly. So that one is updating. It's just it's not. We have to add a modifier to it so that it will load in only the current slot of that kind of item. Or we could just show the whole inventory and disable the buttons that are invalid. But it's nicer to. Maybe I should just do that. Just to get it quick fix, then we can hone it in later. Alright, I think I can hide that for now. Go back to our equipment menu. Windows. Just trying to keep this readable. Might reorganize them since our layout changed. So just taking my time getting situated. So we press on that. We go over here. I think I do want to sort the items. Only show valid ones. Which that's going to be probably an extension of menu items since we're using that over here. You can see the scroll container goes down. But we can add a filter to this. Let's filter mode n equals -1. And I think for now it's just going to look like this. So -1 will be, that's just our standard. So we get the item. Slots. I think we're going to modify something here. I'm going to take this, put this in item base, which is probably don't even need it to be separate. Okay, so save all those. So by default it'll be -1. And And so menu items, we add a filter mode. And we want to check if it matches. And then that's a little confusing. Let's just do this. We can also combine this. Do button show. Just do. I just save that later. Although that'll throw off the index, so I can't use that. No, the indexing will be fine. Yeah, we can just do that. So now we have to set filter mode. Life is good. Life is good. So now we need to call. We need to send that over to there. That's just a window, I think. So probably this whole thing, I think, has its own script. Yeah. So boom. See, that's why we make notes. I know exactly where to put it because I put that little to do. I knew future me would want that. I'd have to think about it. But actually, we're changing how we're doing this. It's going to be on equipment button focused. Available items button focus. Yeah, that's fine. We still need that. but we're going to use the slot over here. We need to sort the items. And so that, beautiful. I already have a reference to that. And then we're going to do set filter mode. It's going to be slot. I don't like that. So we're gonna have to give some items to test these. So we go down here. Items baseball. So everyone's gonna get a healing herb and a baseball cap. We want to see if this filtering is working. That needs to be an array. I don't know what happened there. Oh crap. I see what happened there. Let's make that function. And baseball. Go here. Let's make that function. That's gonna come in handy, I think. Item base. Oh, that's not. Technically, we don't need to update it every time, but F it. Let's see if that works. First, we check our inventories. I'm gonna use that equipment. Okay, breaks. So if item is null, we need to. Only if item. That's wrong. We want this. This is just getting confusing. Let's go back. Don't really have to set the text if we're not showing it, but that's whatever. Oh, baby, it works. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I wonder why. I thought we were hiding those. I don't think the filter's actually working. Let's take a look. It's filtering. I just don't know why it's showing those X's down there. Oh, because that's only if it's an item. You just do that. We can do if item and that, and we do. It's going to be a lot cleaner. Nah, I'll update. That's fine. So now we shouldn't see all those X's, all those stars. Well, we're not focusing properly because the indexes are off. So we might have to update our menu script. See, I think I used to check if the button was visible. We're not doing that anymore. If I change that, we should be okay. Else we can try and find. Boom, baby. That's how we do it. Freaking programming master. I'm kidding. I kid. We're doing pretty well. So the next step would be when we press on that, go to this script. So now I need to look at available items, which we're going to need both of these. Copy that. I'll just like copy this. Woo! Could do it through code. I mean, I could do it through the editor as well, but this is fine. So button focus, we need to update. Show stat changes. Down here, we want to equip it. So stat changes, we need to get the item and then compare its stats to our currently equipped. It's going to be like get, well, I can get the item at the index. It's going to be like, then item equipable equals button. No. Data dot get current inventory dot get item, get an index, item index. What else do I need? So I don't think these are really set up for that yet. Yeah. If for now we just assume that armor is always going to impact defense, I mean, really, these are going to need modifications, and we'll probably want to move this to a proper resource where we can edit all of these. Let's take a look at item base. It is there. It might be good just to do that anyway. But for now, let's get it working reasonably well. So for now, we're going to use power as our defense. I go to data, we look at where we make these items. So baseball cap would have a defense rating of 4. And so we go back to the equipment windows. It would like target defense equals get. So I have a reference to the player here. So it's like minimize how much we need to know, how much we need to type. Okay. Now we can use that somewhere. Equals dot defense. Mama, get out of my plant. Mama, come on. Just had to spray my cat. So I don't really need to print that, do I? All right, we're gonna have to actually set defense. Right now it's just sitting there, I think. Yeah. So defense. I could combine this. I don't know. Ternaries, they're not as readable. I really want to stop using them so much. This is better. All right, so we can get the power at the slot. Maybe I'll let the player kind of handle that. Like, so the equipment window can call that. Oh, oh. No, we do want it. Usually I have the player handle this stuff, but I'll try it different. So target defense would be like that. It's without the current, but plus the new. And then we could like print the change. Or target. So we'll just see if that shows properly. So we want to see 4 when I focus on that. Turn defense. Just want to see where that's going wrong. If we see 2 zeros, we know there's an issue with the item. Okay, we are getting that value properly. So we send it from player. I think the problem is they already have a baseball cap equipped. Yeah. So we can get rid of that. Oh, we don't need this anymore. Yeah, that was totally the problem. That's why the difference would be 0. So we see 4. So when we equip that, that is going to apply that change. We want baseball cap to get equipped. See how you have to kind of walk through these things step by step when you're making it. So for now, I think it'd just be I don't really want to get that item twice. And down here, it'd be like player equip current item, and then we want to focus on equipment button focused. So we want to focus on that menu. Equipment button focus, and get rid of that for now. And okay, let's just do that. Nah, I don't like that. It's all about readability. Then there's one last thing. When we focus up here, we want to make sure the current item goes null. Maybe I just do it down here. We don't need to call it every time. So we want to call it before we do that. And then next step, we'll have to modify this for weapons, but we also need to draw it. So get stat changes. We'll have draw stat changes. Show stat changes. So it would be this thing down here, stats window. Which honestly should probably, well, no, it needs to be there because this is a VBox. Stats window. Should I make this its own script? Minimal. Call it minimal. Minimal, and give it a script in. No. Doesn't need its own. Yeah, I think so. I think there's something I need to do today, but just chilling. So we need to update that. I think we're also going to need the changes, which I might see. I could extend that, or we could just make a separate column. For now, I'll just draw the change. Stat variant. This will need modification later. Really, we need to call that every time. Are we handling player index? No. That's okay. I have to connect that. Well, I guess we can do like get. updating there. Okay, that's why. Like menus. I mean, I can just call it like this. All right, so the problem is we're just not calling update. Stat update. Just do that for now. So window. Update. We just don't worry about it there. So we want to see 5, right? Because it's our base defense plus the cap. Boom. All right, so it is updating. We need to update it when we go back. Kind of how we do the something like that. Go 5. See how it resets. Now, if we press that, we want to equip it. Looks like we didn't quite follow through there. Down here, we want to equip that current item. And then I think we need to update. Yeah. Yeah, I just don't think they're updating that. Does that start? Let's look at that. I don't know if we're ever loading in the equipment. I'm not totally sure. It's just a menu. We never set it. I just loop through all of it. I don't care. Let's try that. You're going to extend that. No. I don't want another script. We're just going to do it in here. I don't want to connect the button. We want to connect to the player. So it's for player and party. That works. And we just have to make. What's the code there? Equipment change. We already have it. Equipment changed. Equipment changed. That looked good. Okay, we just have to make that. I want to do this at the top. So we can't do anything about that. So we want to go through each of those and load those into the equipment buttons. So I'm actually going to need integer. Now we can. That's already going to do. So if item button.text equals item.name, else button.text equals and we have to call that when the players changed. So they're going to need to connect. Oh man. That's going to come first. I need a equipment. Yeah, we don't really need that. Just use this. And up here, we're not going to bind that anymore. Now, stats windows, I mean, they're already connected. It's not a big deal. Let's just see if that works. Okay, I mean, that's... So when the player index changes, we have to update as well. This is weird. Update equipment, data get see if this is running at all. We are getting some red errors warning, so that could be the problem. So our stats are resetting, and the item's not going away. Oh, I think it's time to stretch my legs, and I'll be right back. Quite a long video today. I don't want to leave this kind of half finished, so I'm gonna power through, or try to. Oh man. let's check these out first. Okay, that's a start. Equipment windows is missing. Expected 0, but called with 1. Oh. Well, that might explain the problem. So stats need to stay updated. Yeah, I really need to take a break. Our player's probably just not factoring in the right data. So let's do this. I'll fix it. It's going to be get offense, get defense, make get offense here. Really. And if without this, so if not, make that in there. So later on, I can optimize that a bit better. I don't really care about it. It's going to be no. Defense. Range. It's going to be 1. So that's and plus equal. It's going to be our item equipable. Oh, we can just get power at slot. That's why we make this stuff reusable, people. Makes your job so much easier. We can also use that here. And then we need to return n. I even call this power. Okay, now in Battle Actor, these were already put that in, so let's run the game again and see if those work. Hopefully they do, because I'm ready to eat and relax. Okay, so now this needs to be not a big deal. Probably gonna be a I would imagine in this we're gonna have that issue as well, if I remember right. Let's just run it. It'll tell us exactly where there is an issue. Probably happen right now if it is. Okay, so it looks good. We equip it. The stats stay. It changes when we move through. Now the only problem right now is that this item is still in our inventory. So let's take a look at Battle Actor, see what's going on there. I think it's with how I equip. And so we add previously equipped item. What we need to do is, instead of that, we need to remove at last accessed. That might work. If not, we can just get the index from the item. We'll give it a shot. So we equip that. Boom. Updated, baby. And then there's no item, so we can't click over. Well, it's still going over there from what I can tell. So we need to make sure that's not happening. So close. Yeah. Item equals null. We need to see. I think down here, we can do that. We also, I think, want to close. Let's see if that does it. So equip it. It still let me go over. Okay, let's get rid of that. Let me just do this. So down in menu items, do that actually. We make it down here, we return null. We can plug this in here. No. We can do that. We're going to use this again over. I probably want to add it to that, but that's all right. I want to do that before and just have it handle it all, but whatever. Whatever, I just need to get going. Ah. Okay, so we equip. Oh, now it's not working. Okay. If it has a button, I don't know why that's not working. Do we break button focus? I don't think I ever used that. That's the problem. Sorry, that might have been loud. Just excite. Okay, cool. Of course, now I need an unequip option. It looks like my menus are breaking. So this thing needs to go back one level. And it updates in here too. That's good. You can see we have defense up in the top right. Delete that. Yeah, I really don't like doing that outside of the menu, but whatever. Let's put in our notes. Two. Yeah, that'll probably work. We just put that at the bottom there. I like that. Okay, I think we're good. Maybe I'll do a quick recap. Kind of funny, took what, over 2 hours to get that going, but hey, these are good things. I do need to update the drawing. We need to show the before and after. I'll put a note for that. All right, I think I'll leave it there. Have a great day. Let me know if you have any questions, feedback, whatsoever, anything. Just keep in mind it's not a tutorial, so don't expect me to fill in all the blanks. I only have so much time on my hands. All right, have a great day. Good luck making your games. I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.